Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Kidson Media's Curiosity series. In this series, I've been asked by the guys at Kidson to give an insight and an overview into what goes into an artist's tour from a management's point of view, logistics, planning, everything that goes on behind the scene. I suppose firstly I should introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Duncan. I'm the director at Audio Religion Music. We manage artists like Arctic Moon, Indecent Noise, Dymond, Orla Feeney and Standerwick. So in this series, we're literally just about to head off to America for a couple of weeks. It's the back end of the Mego's Mental Asylum Records global tour, which has already been through Asia and Australia, and we're finishing it off with 3 gigs in America, one in Houston, one in San Francisco and one in Fresno. And in between the Mental Asylum gigs, we also have a festival in Tampa, Sunset Music, which Arctic Moon is playing at. So this video will basically follow me and follow the guys around America for the next couple of weeks. Maybe showing the not so glamorous side of music, none of the private jets and champagne that you might see in a lot of tour movies, and that more looking at just what goes on every day behind the scenes. So I suppose to begin with, a few days ago I put up on social media and asked the question of what exactly do people want to see from this video. A lot of people seemed interested in whether, if you're familiar with the TV series Entourage, whether there's a lot of swearing and shouting, and how do we get to the end goal of putting a tour together. I guess unfortunately to be boring, it's not like that. It's pretty sensible in our office. But yeah, the planning for this tour has been long, has been arduous. It hasn't been that trying, but there has been a lot of hours put into it. In fact, planning started for the tour last October at the Amsterdam dance event. We were already looking at how to elevate the Mental Asylum shows that we were already doing, and also to try and do something different than what is the norm. You know, there's plenty of DJs who do tours to celebrate 50 radio shows, 100 radio shows, and we just thought for Indecent Noise and for Mental Asylum that we should do something different. So at ADE we were approached by the Genesis guys in Australia, sorry guys, the Genesis guys in Australia, who wanted to bring the label on tour to Australia this May. And we already had another few inquiries for Mental Asylum nights for around the same time, April, May, June. And after sitting down and having a bit of a brainstorming session, we kind of thought, well, what if we focus and concentrate all of the Mental Asylum club shows into May, which would leave us the rest of the year to focus on Indecent Noise as a solo act. And then so the concept May Goes Mental was born, and we thought, right, we'll push it out there, we'll see how it's received, and this could potentially be an annual concept for us to do. And thankfully it's been received really well. Most of the shows have sold out. Those that haven't have been busy, so it bodes really well. I'm thankful to say that we already have cities and countries interested in hosting May Goes Mental for 2016. So it looks really good. But going back to what I said, there has been a lot of hours and a lot of to and fro and going on to get this together, and to give you a rough idea of logistically what a month-long tour looks like for 7 different artists. Don't know if you can see this, but this is kind of for the last month what I've been working to my Bible as such. Everything from flights, hotels, set times, venue details, promoter details, hotel details. So when you think of 3 continents and 5 weekends and 9 cities, it's not just a case of book the gig and show up on the promoter's doorstep and hope it goes well. You know, there's a lot of logistical planning goes into it. You know, deciding which route to go around the world is right, which way to go around the cities is right, and how to promote each city. So it's taken 7 or 8 months to put it together, and now we're seeing the reward. Looking forward to getting to America. I didn't get the chance to go to the Australia and Asia leg of the tour, so I'm really looking forward to this. I'm literally waiting to be picked up to head to Dublin Airport to start the journey to Texas. So I will leave you for now, and we'll pick this up possibly in Dublin, if not definitely stateside. So, sit rep, got to Texas.
Yo!
Here. Unfortunately, the bags didn't make it. Joey's touring, not good.
Is though.
So, time to head to the hotel, find a clothes shop, buy some clothes. Okay, so welcome back. As we checked in earlier, we're in Texas now, in Houston. Just in the hotel here at the Hilton in Houston. Still no sign of the bags. They did say it would probably be tomorrow before we would get them back. There was still a little hope that we might have seen them tonight, but from what we're hearing, that our bags are still in Paris. We're here. Just gotta live with it. So we're kind of been out around the town, doing a bit of shopping, just buying a few bits and pieces to tide us over, and you know, not like we set this up to show that shit can happen on tour, but you know, right away off the bat, land in the States, no luggage, no toiletries, nothing. Thankfully, the important stuff like equipment and whatnot was brought in our hand luggage, and we've got that for tonight. So it's about 7 PM local time here. Our plans are now to go downstairs, grab some food with the artists, and then we have a meet and greet arranged with about 35 to 40 of the Texas Trance Addicts guys from the Facebook group. We're just going to have a quick meet and greet with them, bit of a Q&A, some photo opportunities, and then we're going to give away some merchandise to a few of them, depending who's lucky, who's not. And then from there, it's a case of we'll head down to the club. We're at Limelight tonight for the Mental Asylum gig. Obviously, Indecent Noise is headlining alongside Will Atkinson and a selection of local talent. So Alex is on stage at midnight. He's playing for an hour and a half, and then Will is on after him. So we'll get some footage of that, and you can hopefully experience a little bit of the mentalness of what we will tonight. Yeah, and we'll check in again soon.
Backstage at Mental Asylum in Houston. As you can probably hear from the noise, Mr. Noise himself is on stage. Crowd is building up pretty nicely. Atmosphere is pretty good. We're going to get out there, get some footage for you. Stay tuned.
So hey, we're back at the hotel after the Megos Mental show in Houston. It was a great night, really energetic crowd, really passionate fans. So it was a great first time in Houston for the label and for Indecent Noise. It's now 3:30 a.m. I think we've just about got time for 2 hours sleep if we're lucky. Because it's up early, back to the airport and off to Tampa to meet up with Arctic Moon for Sunset Music Festival and hopefully our luggage if it returns. Well, 2 hours sleep, awake again, till it continues. Good morning from Houston. We're heading to the airport here to head off to Tampa for sunset. Yeah, hopefully our bags will be there at some point and we'll see you there. Hello from Florida. We're in Tampa now for Sunset Music Festival. Just met up with Arctic Moon, grabbed a bit by date. Just waiting for a pickup to the festival. A few issues this morning getting here from Houston. Our driver didn't show up. Thankfully, we availed of Uber, which is such a great service. Thankfully over here, that we just about made our flight to Tampa. Yeah, so we're going to head down to the festival. We've got a film crew following Thomas today. Going to shoot everything in regards pre-performance, performance, post-performance, meet and greet, everything. So we depart from here in 20 minutes. We're going to head down to the festival, do an interview with IWAX Films, then go on to the official meet and greet. And then Thomas is on stage at 6:30. And from there, it's a bit of fun, rest of the night. And from here on, it's a few days off for us, so we'll see you at the festival. Backstage at SMF, and I did interviews with Arctic Moon, so this is just part and parcel. So it's the third day in America. Great night at SMF last night. Unfortunately, unlike promised, still no sign of our bags. So basically, what can you do? We're off to the airport to head to LA, hoping for a miracle that our bags are either downstairs or at the airport. But anyways, just gotta get on with it. We leave Arctic Moon here, he heads on back to Europe, and in LA we'll meet up again with Indecent Noise. I've all heard of Miracle on 34th Street. This is Miracle at 6 a.m. Thank God. So today we got a day off from touring. We've come up to Hollywood. We're gonna go around and see the sights. So we'll take some footage for you. You can enjoy it too. Hello again from LA. It's been a few days since we had a proper catch up, so to speak. Obviously the weekend's over, so a lot of the focus on touring has calmed down a bit. Hence why we took yesterday off and spent 7 hours on the bus, getting a bit sunburnt, but seeing what LA had to offer in terms of the famous sights. I'm sure as you're listening to me ramble on here, you're seeing some photos and some videos of we took as we travelled around all the different districts. But going back to the tour, the weekend was very busy, but it went very well. Obviously we started in Houston on Friday, the Mental Asylum night of Indecent Noise and Will. Went really well, really good atmosphere. From there we shifted to Tampa on Saturday with Arctic Moon at Sunset Festival. Again, went really well. A bit of an experience being evacuated from a festival due to lightning and thunder. Being locked in a green room and told you can't come out until it's safe. However, the weather passed, the festival went on, and the feedback from Arctic Moon set was brilliant. So hopefully that's the start of a long-term relationship with the guys in Tampa on those events. We then shifted to our base to LA on Sunday, while we had no tours or gigs in LA. We had Standerwick playing just up the coast in San Francisco. So a lot of the focus when we arrived in LA on Sunday was ensuring that everything was in place there, that it was going to be a good show. And from speaking with Ian on Monday, yeah, everything went really well. So pretty much it was a successful weekend. However, now, even though it's only Tuesday, the focus is shifting to next weekend, which is the end of the Mental Asylum tour. We have 2 gigs in California. First off, on Friday, we've moved up the coast to San Francisco to Ruby Sky, where Alex is being joined by Mark Sherry and James Dymond. So today and tomorrow, a lot of the focus will be ensuring that we have everything covered, logistics wise, transport wise, hotel wise. Sound checks are in place, pickups are in place. Basically that everybody's happy and everybody knows what exactly is going on, because as well as just doing the club show, it's also being broadcast to the world on After Hours FM. So we need to ensure that the streams are up and running right, that the sound quality is perfect, and just basically know that if people can't attend because they live at the other side of the world, that they're more than happy to tune in and join us and celebrate Foria's birthday. And then from San Francisco, we're going down south again in California to Fresno. We're actually not going to fly this time. We thought, while in California, why not drive down to the valleys? So we're going to be driving down to Fresno for a show with Kidson Events at the fairgrounds. I think this is the 5th or 6th time we've worked with the Kidson team. You know, their events are crazy, they're well attended, the atmosphere is always good. A lot of people in America scratch heads when we announce Fresno because it's maybe not one of the biggest cities or the most popular, but however, when you see the events that go on, you understand why we as management and artists want to play there, because it's very rarely I've seen or heard of a bad event in Fresno. So I'll stop rambling on for now. We have our last day off in LA today, last full day. So we're going to go and relive our teenage years and go and ride some roller coasters. So check back later. We'll maybe show you some footage of us screaming like 9-year-old women. So hello from San Francisco. I know it's been a few days since we checked in, but this video is about the tour aspect and not just about us having fun as tourists. So we got to San Francisco a couple of days ago. First port of call was to rendezvous with the promoters for tonight's show at Ruby Sky. So we met up with the guys, went over final plans for production, for set times, for the live broadcast and after hours. Yesterday we did do the tourist thing. We kind of went out and about around the town and to Alcatraz, but it's now business from here on. As well as here in the US, we have Standerwick playing at God's Kitchen tomorrow in the UK. So this morning, US time was spent with him online, going over various details about the gig tomorrow. Because we're on the other side of the world, we can't take our eye off what's happening back home. So the plans for tonight, we're currently here. James Dymond is currently here. Both Mark Sherry and Indecent Noise are en route. So the guys are going to get here probably in the next 2 to 3 hours. We've then got a sound check at the venue at 8 PM to make sure everything's hunky-dory, because with going live and after hours we want to make sure that we have the best possible broadcast going. Group dinner at 9 PM, get everyone around the table, get a few drinks and get everyone in the mood for what is looking on paper to be an excellent show. Ticket sales are through the roof. We're expecting big numbers, big atmosphere. And then the event kicks off from there. We've got a few great local acts on the bill, and Billy Horn and Nikos Ographos, who will kick the night off. Mark Sherry's on stage at 11:30, and Indecent Noise at 12:45, and James Dymond at 2:15. When we get to 3:30, there may be a surprise, but we'll see how things go. And then once we're wrapped up here, tomorrow is back down south into California, down to Fresno. We're going to do it a little differently, because there's 6 or 7 of us now in the group, and it's not that far away, it's only a few hours. We're actually going to drive down, taking some of the views through California. You get sick of airports sometimes, so why not do the everyday thing and just drive? So as we said earlier, we were coming down to Ruby Sky for a sound check. So just to give you an idea of the venue before it opens, kind of pan round. That is the stage with the booth. And if we go around, just a little venue which is pretty much sold out tonight. So Mr. Noise and Mr. Dymond are on stage at the minute, about to do a sound check. Say hello! So about to leave San Francisco for Fresno. Like I said, we're going to drive this time, not fly. And we've got a pretty sweet ride. One nice convertible for California. So we made the drive down from San Francisco to Fresno. It took us about three and a bit hours. Lovely sunshine. Was able to get the roof down on the convertible, which is always good. So apologies for showing off in case you speak about that. We've just got to Fresno Fairgrounds where we're doing a sound check. So just gonna bring you inside and you'll see what we're up to tonight. So this is the stage for tonight. We're at Fresno Fairgrounds for the last Megal's Mental event of 2015 with Indecent Noise, Mark Sherry, James Dymond, and this is where it's all going to go off tonight. We're expecting 1,500 plus people, and as you can see, it's not a small venue and it's going to be full. Currently backstage in Fresno. James Dymond's on stage at the minute. Megal's Mental. Take a peek out the door. It's starting to fill up.
Wanna live, wanna dance till I'm dead. I wanna be real.
The Michael's Mental tour has been long, hard, and a hell of a lot of fun. But it's thanks to you guys like you, that support these guys, that make this job fucking worth every minute. I can really get emotional, but tonight I've said to the promoters, we've been to Houston, we've been to San Francisco, but tonight, hands down, best night of the US tour.
So we've just wrapped up the Mental Asylum tour for this year. I'm still pretty shaken. The guys surprised me tonight. Alex, Mark, Phil, who's helped me out with the US leg of tour, he's a good mate of mine. Kind of surprised me by dragging me on stage in front of what was the best US crowd we've had on this tour. Absolute sellout here in Fresno. You guys dragged me on stage to thank me for putting the tour together, but it's you guys, it's the fans that should be getting the thanks. You guys support the label, you support the artists, you support what we do. Without you guys, there's no label, there's no artists. So thank you to Singapore, to Bangkok, to Adelaide, to Melbourne, to Sydney, to Brisbane, to Houston, to San Francisco, and to the guys here in Fresno. It's been a hard, tiring, but thoroughly enjoyable and worth it month. Like I said in earlier videos, we're in a unique position where we already have offers for May next year. We'll hopefully bring the tour to some new cities, some new countries. I can't say for definite where or when. Well, obviously it will be May next year, but I'd say by Halloween, end of this year, we'll hopefully start announcing the details for Mental 2016.
But for me, from Alex, from Indecent Noise, the whole team at Mental Asylum and Audio Religion, thank you to all the promoters, all their teams, all the fans, all the artists, anyone who's been involved with this tour. It's been a labor of, like I said, it's been a hard, tiring month, but it's been worth it, and it's only the beginning. So we'll see you next year when once again May will go mental. Thank you.